You don't need a workout plan. You just need to stop lying to yourself. Most guys know what to do, they just don't commit to it. But by the end of this video, you know exactly what routine you should do for you. Not some influencer routine who just has elite genetics and they just got over it by chance. If you apply this, a year from now, you will look completely different. So keep on watching. Alright, let me guess. You tried all the fancy little splits. Bro split, push-pull legs, upper-lower, every other day, full body. You've tried it all. You've been overthinking volume, doing way too much, doing way too little. And you've been just chasing, optimizing, instead of actually wanting to get real results. Now look, I'll be honest, I did the same thing. I thought more complexity meant more gains. The more complex and better your workout routine is, the better your gains will be. But that's just not how it works. Progress came when I just made a simple workout routine that I could stick to for a long period of time. Because gains come from consistency, not from some complex workout plan. I trained hard, and I stopped changing plans every 2 weeks. And I just stuck with what I needed to stick with. So let's talk about what actually works, depending on who you are. Okay, so let's call out the real BS in the fitness industry. Now a lot of fitness influencers will tell you, this is the best workout plan. No, this is the best one. You know, they'll promote their workout plans, which by all means, their workout plans are completely fine, there's nothing wrong with that. Simply explained, routines don't fail. It's that people choose the wrong routine for their lifestyle. Certain people who are beginners do not need to be in the gym 6 times a week. And people who have been going to the gym for years typically need to go to the gym more than 3 times a week. It's just that simple. Your split should match your experience level, your schedule, your recovery ability, and your mental discipline. So I'm not giving you the best split, I'm giving you the right one for you. Alright, so let's start with the beginners, or as I call them, the inconsistent guys. So typically these people miss quite a bit of sessions. You know, they're still actually learning the movements, how to properly work out, and they don't really know how good or bad the recovery is. And honestly, the best option for that is either upper lower split or a full body split, because it's just less frequent, less thinking, and it's easier to stay consistent. So if you can't show up 3-4 times a week in the gym, then stop pretending that you can do a 6-day split. That's just the reality of it. So if you're a beginner, just go with an upper lower and you'll be completely fine. Alright, now we're in the intermediate zone, where people, you know, they have a job, they go to work, but they actually know how to train hard and they know how to show up. Now for this, honestly, I would either continue sticking with the upper lower, just because you only have to go to the gym 4 times a week. If you have work, if you're studying, if you have anything other than the gym to do, is the best split to follow, because you need to be in the gym 4 times a week. However, if you have more time, I would say push-pull legs is definitely your way to go, because this is where most physiques are built. It's just through consistency. Now this is where we're getting into the more advanced, more obsessed people who actually love going to the gym and who are able to track their lifts. They know what recovery they have, they know how long it takes them to recover from their workouts. So honestly, the best options are either push-pull legs, a specialized blocks, you know, specific muscles on specific days, or body part splits. And to be fair, I'm going to tell you right now, this kind of split only works if your sleep and your food isn't trash. If it is, don't do it, because you won't be able to consistently go through it, because you're going to not recover, and then you're going to postpone, and then you're not going to recover, and it's just going to be a cycle, and you're not going to be able to actually consistently do the work. Just remember, discipline and consistency come first before the split. Alright, so let's now get in to nutrition. So I'm just going to call out 2 extremes that I typically see a lot of people do, and that I actually was quite guilty of doing myself. Is the guy who just bulks the whole year round. Now look, by all means, if you're an extremely low body fat and you need an extra body fat just to be a bit more healthy, and you want to build on top of that, by all means, just try to lean bulk. However, if you're fully dirty bulking for a whole entire year, trust me, it's not good for you. It's just gonna do bad. However, on the other extreme, cutting year round, trying to stay lean for a whole entire year, trust me, also not a good option, because you're not gonna grow, and you're just gonna be the same year round. You're just gonna maintain your size. It's never gonna change. But to simplify nutrition, calories decide your size. The less calories you eat, the smaller you will be. The more calories you eat, the bigger you will be. Protein supports your muscle. It's just for recovery. Consistency beats meal timing. Trust me, if you're just consistent with your nutrition compared to trying to work out the best meal timing hacks, oh my god, I need to do it every 3 hours, every 2 hours. Trust me, the person who actually just eats his calories every single day compared to the guy who times his calories, there's going to be no different. It's as long as you eat the calories, that's all that matters. And look, your diets shouldn't feel impressive. Your physique should feel impressive. And to tie it back into what we're talking about, no split works without good food, and no motivation survives under eating. And it's just simple as that. Alright, well, you've come here, so let's get to the real message. And that is that you don't need motivation. You need a standard for how you go along with your life. Now look, there's two lifestyles that you can choose right now. You can scroll, you can just sit on your ass, and you can complain that you don't have the physique that you have. Or you can train, you can eat properly, and you can progress for the first time in your life. Now, most impressive physiques aren't genetic miracles. They're just guys who just didn't quit. They're just guys who showed up. I can tie in that personally. I don't have any special gifted genetics by any means. I just stayed consistent, and I just stayed longer than most people would. And that's what got me results. At some point, you stop asking, what routine should I do? What split should I do? And you start asking, what would someone serious do today? And that is, they would be consistent and stick to their plan. Now, in the next few videos, I'm going to talk more about training intensity, volume myths, and just in general, normal myths tied within the fitness industry, and why most people don't train hard enough. So I have a challenge for you guys. I want you to pick a routine that fits your lifestyle and don't change it for 12 weeks, and then show me the results on my Instagram, or comment down below if you're gonna stick to it. This works if you do. So if this helps you, stick around for the next one, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.